Okay. Hi, I'm Ava. I'm 23 years old, and currently I'm in the third year of international creative business, whatever. At the second half of my third year, I do my internship at Canada First. We are responsible for marketing and content creation and all social media platforms. It's really exciting, and we are happy to gain experience and practical knowledge. But I'm working on it not alone, but with my fellow intern Julia. We support each other, we give each other ideas, and sometimes supervise. Now I will let Julia to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm the second part of this creative marketing team for Candidate First. And today we will talk about more about inspiration and motivation topic. We will introduce you guys to ways of boosting our inspiration and motivation. We will explain how important it is to boost your inspiration and what consequences it can give you.
The first topic we're gonna talk about is
the difference between motivation and inspiration, because I think it's a very vital topic to talk about and to know the difference of the two. The main difference that comes to my mind, I don't know how you see it, is that motivation is kind of like a force that gives you the energy and the boost of energy to do what inspires you, what you would like to see in your future, to do doing and stuff like that.
Yeah, or in my opinion, the inspiration gives you some motivation. So without inspiration, there wouldn't be motivation, I think. Because if you watch any video or you get inspired by someone that's like move you to go forward or to do something.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like you look up, like you see a picture or see a video that inspires you, that you would like to see yourself doing a thing or see your surrounding looking like that or something like that. It gives you motivation to work on that and to change those things. So I think that's the main difference for us, and it also brings us to the next topic, which is how to boost your inspiration and motivation, which is, I think, the toughest topic for a lot of people. Because as I also see in my life, sometimes I like the motivation that I need and even inspiration, like looking at pictures, looking quotes that could inspire me to do something new. They don't help that much, so exactly. You have to really find your own way of boosting that motivation.
Yeah, sometimes you're thinking like, okay, inspirational quotes, I'm gonna read all these quotes, but sometimes it doesn't really help or gives you motivation. You're gonna read it and it's gonna be like working for 1 minute, but not
yeah,
more.
Exactly. But I also think that like there's two different kinds of groups of people. I really think that a lot of people can get inspired quicker by hearing something or listening to a podcast, to a person talking like on a TED Talk, something like that. But also I think there's another group of people which gets the easiest inspired by seeing things. People seeing people being driven, being involved. Yeah, exactly. And I really think that in my situation it is like exactly like that. I need to see something happening. I need to get that kind of energy also from someone around me. It's like more physical motivation, inspiration. I have to have it like first-handed instead of like hearing about it or hearing, because the topic is way too broad for that, right? And,
of course.
And it just for me, if I hear someone talking about it, about getting inspired and stuff, that person doesn't. I don't care about that person that much. I don't see that person
It has
in
to
my
be the
life.
people around you.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You're gonna feel it more.
Yeah,
in
you need
yourself.
to see the direct influence of that. So yeah, I really see that.
But coming to another topic of it, is source of motivation and
Yes.
inspiration. I would add to that personally some videos it inspires me on TikTok sometimes. Not all of them, but
Yeah, of course. Okay, so how could we boost our energy? What could be the way for you to? What's the easiest way for you to boost your energy and boost your motivation to do stuff? You know.
For me personally, it always helps to watch some videos of young people showing their success and how they achieved it and what was their pathway like to do so, and maybe they like give some advice to people who
Yeah.
don't know what to do, and then they give advices of like, oh, you can start your own business, or
Yeah.
you can start your own something else.
Yeah,
and they give you
exactly.
examples at least, because some people they don't know what they want.
Yeah, they need examples.
yeah.
They need to see what is possible to know that they can achieve something. Exactly. That's a very good way of motivation because I see myself also getting a lot of boost in the motivation by seeing those examples, seeing my options. What could I achieve, you know, like, and then choosing it. It's just, it's just easier this way. In my opinion, we also have to focus, while boosting our motivation and inspiration, we also have to focus on the small things. Because the small things are also very important, like, I think it's very popular right now. It's very trendy to, I think, do affirmation for yourself. So basically, you write down some goals, so those kind of things for yourself down, and you put it in a visible place for you to see every single day, and you read it out until you actually do some steps into that direction or achieve it. So I really think that keeping affirmations and seeing what you want to achieve every single day will definitely give you a kick.
Because it's always in front of your eyes and you can't avoid it, and you're like, yes, it's in front of me. I have to do it one day, or I have to focus on it and I have to work on it. But also sometimes people, they think that it's too late to achieve something or get successful or just start looking.
That's the biggest mistake ever in people. Like, it's never too late. It's absolutely never too late. It's just, if you want to achieve something, you just have to do it. Like, you just have to do it. Why is it so quiet? So awkward. Where's the music?
First time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I forgot what I was talking about.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's basically never too late. You can achieve whatever you want, any step of your life, you know. There's, if you never went to university or, and you still want to get education, it's possible. There's places for that, and I think it's highly appreciated in the community if somebody really is seeking that education and seeking improvement in himself, you know?
Yeah. Even when you realized, when you were just like 25 or something, you just realized that you need this education or you need something else. You
Maybe
need to
courses
change.
or something that is gonna give you a direction in which it's gonna be easier for you to evolve in your passion, you know?
Yeah, and I even have like a little example on TikTok of this kind of video, which inspires me, to be honest. It's small little video as everything on TikTok, but just examples of celebrities who got successful, and they show whenever they start their
They started their businesses.
not only businesses, but
breakthroughs in their life, I think.
yes, like that they
the
start
biggest-
everything, like when they realize that something has
Has to change and it can work. Yeah, definitely. I also think it's similar thing, because you see this video of people who you know, kinda, because they are celebrities usually, or highly known entrepreneurs and people like that. It's similar thing as also my other way of boosting motivation, as to surround yourself with highly successful and driven and passionate people, because then you have that, like, you open your eyes, you know, like you see what it can be, what how you can be, you know, how passionate about everything you can be, and how big of a positive influence it has on people around you as well, and on yourself and your lifestyle. I really think that you just become happier because you have a goal in your life, you know. No, but like you want to achieve something, and it's also usually it's something that they are passionate about. So
and they share it with people, and I appreciate when they share it with people.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
just hiding it and then don't talk about it.
The best way is to work in the industry that you're passionate about, because it doesn't feel like work anymore, you know. It just feels like fun all the time because you're doing something that you love. So that also gives you like another link to being grateful for things, right? I also think, like as we just said, it's the same thing as if you're grateful for what you're achieving and how passionate you are about the topics in the industry. I think it also gives you a boost to work on it more, you know?
True. Sometimes I try to change my routine, like daily routine, to also motivate myself. So, for example, whenever you start going to the gym and then you feel this boost of energy, this boost of motivation, like lately I just started again after a few months. So I was like, okay, I have like this feeling that I want to do more and more, and it's not only about the gym, but it's also about something else. So whenever you start doing another routine,
I think it gives you like a productive cycle.
also,
you know? You just start something new, you're so excited about it, and it's like a productive cycle that you have, and the key is to just continue. So also like that shows you that you kind of have to forget about the motivation itself. If you think too much about the fact that you need motivation, you need to be motivated to do stuff, it also brings you down, I think, because you're thinking about it so much that it just sits in your head instead of things that are actually important to think about.
yeah, true. It's like about everything. I think whenever you wait for something and you're thinking constantly about it, it will always or last longer, or it won't happen, or it will disappear.
So just forget about it and let yourself live the life how you should be, you know?
Yeah, just do it like not notice it, like doing it unnoticeable or something like that. I don't know.
It's also something that works for me with motivation very often is I've read that somewhere, I think a couple months ago, I saw that somewhere, that you have to connect with your why. So basically it connects with your motivation, and it's important to know why you want to be motivated, why are you doing that, and why are you passionate about this, and it just gives you a clear view on it, and then you kind of start to realize that it's not that you need motivation, you just need to see it clear, that like the goals itself that you have, and it again connects with the affirmation. Like the end game goals are the most important to see and see it clearly.
What do you think inspiration and motivation gives you? Like,
What does it give me?
yeah.
I think when I'm inspired and motivated, I see myself the most productive, and I kind of have this feeling afterwards. I don't know if you have it, like it's a dissatisfying feeling of being like, I've done something cool today, I've done something good today, I'm so proud of myself, you know? And I think that's also very important to be proud of yourself, of even small things that you've done, small steps, and you achieve anything, you know? So basically, the best way to do it, it's like me and my boyfriend have this thing that we kind of celebrate small achievements for ourselves, you know. So if we've done something good, he for example passed his exams, or he's done with his exams. We just kind of celebrate it, even though it's not that important. We know that's not that important, but we kind of celebrate. We go out and have a drink together, or just have a nice walk in the city, and it's just so motivating as well to look forward to those little things, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that, because usually when I pass my exam or I do something when I'm proud of, and I had to get a lot of inspiration, motivation for that before. I think the most important thing is also treat yourself afterwards. So you're gonna feel like, okay, I did this thing now, I got inspired, I got motivated.
I deserve it.
Yeah, I deserve it now. And it always works with me, because I'm like, hey, but even you did a small thing, but you still deserve like to get, I don't know, maybe to buy something nice for yourself.
Celebrate yourself.
Or
like me time. I don't know if you have that. For me, it's so important to have me time. I love to go, for example, just be by myself in my room, in my safe space, and then I just treat myself to a little bit of me time. So I do like I can do a mask on my face, like a face mask, or like, you know, just order food for myself and watch a cool movie. Yeah, so food is amazing. Yeah, but like it is. I think it's extremely important. It also gives you something to look forward to after achieving those goals, and it gives you motivation even if you don't think about it. Yeah.
So next time you're like, oh, if
That's fun. Let's do it.
if I'm gonna do that, so I will get something.
Yeah. You're more eager to achieve those things. Exactly.
True.
Okay. So now we will try to read some news and some information that we found out about those topics from studies, and entrepreneurs and other inspirational people overall, and we will kind of react to them, and we will also talk what we think about it, and if we think it's true or not, basically.
Let's see.
So first one, it's an outcome of motivation. So there are many health benefits of increased motivation. Motivation as a psychological state is linked to our physiology. When our motivation is depleted, our functioning and well-being suffer. Some studies show that when we feel helpless in exerting control, for example, we tend to give up quickly and when challenged. And others have proven that then when we find ourselves so what do you think about it?
What was it? That's a good question.
I think it's true. I think it's very true, actually, because if you think about it, and if our motivation is low, so sometimes
in like when people are depressed or they're struggling like privately or struggling with mental illnesses, their motivation is pretty low sometimes, and it also kind of reflects on their physiology. They tend to be more
Lazy.
sensitive, I would say. Lazy, no, but like
Lazy in a sense of
yeah, like more sensitive. They emotionally can be more
overthinking.
yeah, exactly. They just become more sensitive and less durable for challenges and things that could come up their way, you know. So I completely agree with that. I think when the motivation is increased, it really shows how strong we are, because we get the motivation to overcome the challenges, you know.
Yeah, I think so, because when the motivation or inspiration is low in your body and you don't feel like to even do anything,
Yeah,
you're just sitting there and you're overthinking about, oh, I could have done this better or worse, I don't deserve this, and my body is like fully, I don't know, like weak, or I don't know how
Yeah.
to say. And you're like always wants to you just try to punish yourself.
Yeah.
Also with that, I think, when it's not enough motivation.
yeah.
in
You
your-
kind of, I realized also in myself that if my motivation is low, and I realize that my motivation is low, I'm getting even more upset with myself because my motivation is low, and it's this kind of like a negative energy cycle that comes into you. So it really reflects on your
Exactly.
physiology, on your psychology, on your mental health. So
You don't understand why is it low.
yeah,
no?
exactly. That really shows how important it is, how extremely vital it is to just take care of your motivation, take care of your passion, and being of your energy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one I have in here is, I think, one of my favorites. Honestly, I really do. So the motivation reflects something unique about each one of us, and it allows us to gain valued outcomes like improved performance, enhanced well-being, personal growth, or a sense of purpose. Motivation is a pathway to change our way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. This is
great.
this is a great inspirational quote. Like, if you have something like this
make
as an affirmation, if you put a quote like this on your wall and you wake up and you're seeing that it's not something forced motivation, you're not forcing motivation on yourself. Everybody has a different kind of a motivation and way of motivating yourself.
Everyone has a different time for that.
Yeah.
But
And as said in the quote, it's so unique to every single person.
yeah.
So yeah, that really shows it, the importance of it, definitely.
I agree with that.
Oh, this is a very funny one. I think you will like it. So this talks about human beings overall. So being passive is not our default mode as a human beings. Otherwise, we would have been born as a sloth or a panda bear. But no offense to those lovely creatures, you know. It is in our nature to strive, to want, and to move in a direction of something we desire and deem valuable. And that's also show how unique the motivation is for every single one of us, because every single one of us sees different things valuable. You know.
That's why for
just-
everyone inspiration is
Yeah.
different. Like
Yeah.
you never know what to recommend to
Yeah,
another person. So
exactly.
it's like if I will tell you what inspires me and you will try it, you'll never know.
Yeah, you
know?
just need to know what's in your kind of center, like what are your values, what is what is the most important for you in life, you know? That's very important to think about while thinking about motivating and your motivation.
But it's also not bad to be as a panda.
I would love to be a panda. No, don't take me wrong, you know. I love them. Okay, so that would be it for today.
I think so. It was nice first talk for us.
Yeah, it was great to talk about the inspiration and motivation because it was so close, such a close topic for both of us. And also Candidate First is
exactly
all about inspiration and motivation and growing in your personal and professional life. So it was great to talk about it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, and I hope we'll be able one day to inspire 1 million.
Yes, that's the most important goal, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
see you next time.
Bye.
Oh my god.
We did it.